Hi, good morning everybody and happy Wednesday. Welcome back to my page. If you would, just take a second if you're seeing this on your FYP to like this video, comment where you're tuning in from, and if you are not already, please go and follow my page. So we are jumping back into my regular get ready with me as I get ready for work this morning. Here I am going in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Facial Mist, which is infused with coconut and vitamin E. This hydrating facial mist actually works really good. I've really been enjoying it. It actually works better than my Clinique that I was using. I don't know if it's the coconut or the vitamin E or a little of both, but it hydrates my skin super good and leaves my skin feeling super soft afterwards. So it does a great job at hydrating my dry skin and leaving my skin feeling super soft afterwards before I go in with the rest of my makeup products. And then here I'm going in with my favorite product, which is my all over cream concealer that is infused with primer and SPF. This does such a great job at evening out the skin tone. I cannot recommend this product enough. It evens out the skin tone so well, tones down blemishes and any redness you have on your face. Yesterday I wore this solely by itself without any foundation or any skin tint, and my skin looked absolutely flawless. It does such a great job. You can see here on my face how even my skin complexion looks and how all that redness and acne blemishes that I had around my cheeks and my forehead area are completely toned down. But today we are going in with my CoverGirl Nourishing Skin Milk, and this product is super liquidy. As you can see, I accidentally put a little too much on. It came out the bottle a little faster than I was anticipating, and this is a little bit of a darker shade than I need for my skin complexion, but once you get it blended all the way out and fully blended into the skin and down the neck, it actually does not look bad. It actually looks really great on the skin once you get it fully blended. But I do have to blend really good because I accidentally put too much on, so I have to take this down the neck so the rest of the neck matches the rest of the face, since this is a darker tint than my natural than my natural skin complexion. So I'm just taking this down the neck here so that it matches the rest of the face, and I do have to continue to blend to get this blended all the way into the skin so that it looks more on the natural side. But like I said, you have to go with the flow and go with the process. Once I get it fully blended out, it actually does not look bad on the skin, and you can't even tell that this is not my color. It actually looks really natural, and you can't even tell that this isn't my shade once I get it fully blended into the skin and down the neck. And I'm just continuing to blend, trying to get all of that product soaked into the skin and blended out so it does not look so harsh and overbearing on my face. And then blending some over top of the eyelid so the eyes match the rest of the face. Since this is a little of a deeper shade, I want my neck, my eyes, everything around my face to look blended evenly. And now that I've got it completely blended out, you can see it does not look bad on the face. You can't even tell that that was not my shade. It looks super natural. But here I'm going in with my Maybelline concealer to brighten under the eyes and to just add a little bit of some brightness to the rest of the face, and to conceal, Lord, I cannot talk this morning, and to conceal in places where I typically stay a little red throughout the day, above my eyebrows and between my eyebrows and around the cheeks. This concealer works super good. It does a really good job at brightening underneath the eyes and adding extra coverage wherever you may need extra coverage on your face. This is an all over the face concealer, so you can use it wherever you would like. It does a really good job. And then we are going in with my Milani bronzer. I cannot recommend this bronzer enough. Since I got this, I have not went back to using anything else. Before this, I was using my Milk bronzing stick or my not e.l.f., but She Glam contouring applicator, but since I got this bronzer in, I have not gone back to anything else. It blends out super easily on the skin. It just melts right into the skin. I love the color tone on it. It looks so natural and gives your face that nice natural warmth glow to your skin complexion. Super gorgeous on the skin. I absolutely love this product. And here I'm just taking some of the cheeks to make the cheeks look a little snatched in that area, to give some depth and definition there underneath the cheekbone. And you always want to take your bronzer and your blush up at an angle so that your face looks lifted. So you always want to go up at an angle, whether it's with your bronzer or your blush or both. You always want to go up so that your face looks lifted and not droop down. Just a little pro tip that I have learned from other makeup artists, and it does work. And then after the bronzer, we're going in with my Milani blush. I absolutely love this blush. It works amazing, but if you are someone who likes your blush more on the subtle side, I advise to be very light-handed with this, as this blush is very, very pigmented. As you can see, I only tap my brush in the palette there 2 little times, and you can see how much pigment that gave me on my cheeks. So I advise, if you like your blush more on the subtle side, to be very light-handed when it comes to using this Milani blush, as it is very pigmented. I, on the other hand, am a blush girl, so I love my blush more on the bolder side. So this blush actually works wonders for me. I actually go over top of this with my GRWM blush to add even more of a pink pigment. But this blush looks super gorgeous on the skin, blends out effortlessly. Such a pretty pink. And then here I'm just going back over top of that with a little bit of my GRWM, just to add a little bit of pigment, more pink pigment from my GRWM blush over top. These two colors complement each other very well, so I like using them on top of one another. Like I said, I am a blush girly, so I like my blush bold. If you do not, that is fine. Everyone has their own personal preferences. I like my blush bold, so I tend to go overboard. But that's just my personal preference. And now we are just going in with a tiny bit of my regular black eyeliner, just to brighten up and open up the eyes a little bit. There is 3 things I never go without, even on a light makeup look, is my eyeliner, my lip liner, and my lipstick. You will never catch me without my eyeliner, my lip liner, or my lipstick. And we are doing a light eyeshadow look today. We're going in with my regular routine, putting this white gold shadow shade on top of the lid here. Just patting that in with my finger, because it tends to show more of the pigment with my finger than it does with the brush. And then we are taking this deeper purplish brownish shade here and going right into the center crease there with that deeper shade, just to give some depth there in the crease. This is my go-to easy eyeshadow look. That doesn't take me as long as doing other eyeshadow looks. I am very particular when it comes to my eyeshadow, so I don't wear eyeshadow a lot just because it takes me forever and a day, because I want it to look perfect. But this is my go-to eyeshadow look. It's very simple, very easy, and it doesn't take me as long to get done. And then we're just going underneath the brow bone with this light gold glitter shade here, just to highlight underneath that brow bone and to give a little glitter and shine there above the crease where I put that darker shade. And lastly, we are going in on our lips. This is my Wet n Wild lip liner here. I'm just outlining the lips. Very gorgeous color. Love this lip liner. It's super smooth, super creamy, and very easy to use. And then I'm going in with my Maybelline Super Matte Ink Lipstick today. This is a darker shade than I typically wear, but I absolutely love this color. It's actually super gorgeous on the lips. It is a darker shade, but it actually looks very, very pretty on the lips. Look how gorgeous that color looks. It is absolutely stunning. And my brows are looking fabulous and on point today, if I do say so myself. I cannot believe I've done that good of a job on my brows. I am getting better and better at them every single day. They are looking on point. But here I'm going in with my Tear setting spray, which I am almost out of. So I ended up doubling up with my Essence Fix and Last, just to really make sure that my makeup look was really set in place to last throughout the whole entire day. And here's the final look. Everything looks gorgeous. Everything looks flawless. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and follow my page. I hope you all have a blessed Wednesday.